You're washing your kid?
Watching?
No, watching.
Okay, I was like, damn, you could give it a bath, bro. You can call back. But anyway.
All right, Jesus 13. You hit me with a sufficient guilt trip in the Discord. You have waited a few episodes, of course. We do want to hear from you, but there's a lot of new callers we want to get to too.
All right.
A lot of people are trying to give updates, but here you are, my friend.
All right.
Remind us what's going on and tell us what's going on.
Yeah, so I'm updating you guys on my twin brother that was going to go into the Marines.
Of course.
And so he's in boot camp right now, and he just sent us a letter and, just telling us how tough it is to be a Marine.
Yeah, no shit.
He's like,
So
this
have
is
you
pretty
given up
gay.
on
I
your
think I'm
dream,
going to quit.
Elvis?
And
Yeah.
he's like, I think I'm going to quit. And this is just really sucks. And
Yeah, but Eldest could do it. If he just got a waiver, he could do it.
I could do it with an age waiver. Now, of course, there's other things that might keep me from really fully realizing it, like my eyes. I am flat-footed. My eyesight's bad. And
You've recently started complaining of new knee pains.
yeah, my knees have been hurting because I walked 10,000 steps a day for 9 days in a row, and it's now become hard to stand for more than like 40 minutes straight. But yeah, I'm not deterred. But what's your brother got to say about it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, he's saying it's brutal. In the letter, he said he had the worst day of his life. And
Yeah.
So we'll see if he could stick through the next, month and a half.
Well, how long's he been doing it? Because you called like when was your original call? Like a year ago or 2 years ago or something?
Yeah, it was about a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got a OWI before he was supposed to get sent off. So they suspended him for another year.
Wait, what's an
And then,
OWI?
What's an OWI?
Operating under the influence.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Oh, damn. They changed DUI. I see.
But yeah, so
that's
he
so
got
fucking funny.
sent to jail, and I had to bail him out, and he got suspended for another year, and they finally took him.
Well, hey, fuck it, man. Let him stay. Normally, I'm like, get out of the army. Don't be a fucking stormtrooper. But hey, man, this kid sounds like he might benefit from a little.
Yeah,
bit of
that's proof you need to double down on the army, as the older brother trying to set him straight.
Yeah,
You got to keep him in there.
Otherwise, he's moving back in with you. Listen, I got a hunch he's not going to a coding boot camp right now. So let's let him go to regular boot camp. But
yeah, definitely not, because I just saw a couple pictures that they posted of his platoon, and they're running them ragged right now.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that sounds so fuck. I can't think of anything I'd like to do that I would be worse at than boot camp. Like just doing physical labor and having to listen to orders from people you don't respect. Tough. But hey.
Yeah, but Eldest could do it.
Eldest could do it for sure.
I could do it. Fuck you, Jesus. Now I regret taking your call, motherfucker. I should have made your ass wait another episode.
Well, hey, man, hopefully your brother gets through it, I guess. Doesn't like move in with you and you don't have to fucking feed him anymore. So, good luck to the boy. And yeah, Eldest, he'll do it any day now. When they listen, Eldest is basically the government's last weapon when they really want to open up the Strait of Hormuz. They'll fucking send Eldest in there like Rambo from Rambo 2.
I feel like every day I have a new lease on my army aspirations. Like, this administration doesn't care. They're going to keep putting that age up.
Of course.
Come one, come all. So,
yeah.
I'll have my chance when I'm ready.
Peanut butter?
What's up?
Hello?
Okay, that worked. Oh, sorry. Some lady's asking if my kid can have a cookie.
Oh, nice. Well, look, I hope your kid enjoys the cookie, and we hope your brother makes it through boot camp, I guess. He seems like the kind of kid who could use it. So,
yeah, we'll see. I mean, I had another question, but I don't know if you guys have time.
Go ahead. Is something
What do
quick?
you got? Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be quick. So I'm planning to have another kid. eventually with
Nice.
my girl. So it'd be my second one. But the only issue is I'm having a lot of trouble trying to mitigate. Once again, I feel like it's always been my role to be the middleman, but
Of course.
my girl and my family don't get along at all.
Oh God.
And it's so tough because I mean, like I try to plan things so we could all like have a good time together and just, get over the bullshit, because eventually we'll be married and, we'll have another kid, but it's just always like a back and forth thing. And I'm just kind of tired of it.
Well, what do you think? What is the root of this these disagreements, or why don't they see eye to eye? You don't think?
Well, sometimes I do side with my family more, but only because this is the best my relationship has been with my mom. So,
But
also,
hold on. That's crazy. Let me just stop you right there. The reason you side with your family being that your mom, who used to, I'm guessing it wasn't your fault as the child that your relationship wasn't good, right? Like your mom was,
if
your mom was
you
doing the fucked up
remember-
shit. Yeah,
I don't know if you guys remember, but she was a huge Jehovah's Witness.
I remember
and,
this, yes.
I was under her thumb.
and your brother, and you were kind of raising your brother essentially.
Yeah, after I moved out, he eventually moved in with me.
Yeah, I apologize. Eldest did not give me any fucking context as to who was giving us a fucking really great producing. He had a beef with you apparently, but he couldn't let me know who the fuck was calling in. But yes, I remember now the situation completely. Here's what I'll say. The reason you side with your family is that your mom, who previously was a fucking asshole to you, now is sort of acting better. That's unfair to your girlfriend. Like, now, if you just happen to think she's being unreasonable, that's one thing. But if you're keeping the peace with your family to appease your mom, who kind of owes you better behavior, like what you're doing is sort of allowing your mom to potentially ruin your relationship because now she's acting better. She should have been acting better when you were a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, when just because a formerly like kind of shitty parent starts acting right, I do think it's unfair. I will just say it that way. It's unfair of your girlfriend to sort of put your thumb on the scale for your family because a formerly shitty parent is now kind of acting okay. Now, if you just happen to disagree with your girlfriend or you think she's the one being unreasonable, that's different. But are you like, that's my initial thought, but I'm sorry, keep going.
Yeah, but initially, like, she was in the wrong because she accused my sister of essentially stealing from us when she didn't.
Ooh, that's tough.
And that caused a lot of tension between her and my sister, and then that got back to my mom, and just a lot of weird tension going on. And I just want this to be over and just, become a family, because either way, we're all going to be intertwined no matter what. So,
well, look, you have to undo this knot, right? Because here's the thing. The inciting incident, your girl is wrong, right? And your girl needs to apologize, and she needs to actually apologize to imagine getting accused of stealing by your sister-in-law. That's kind of fucking nuts. So that's number one, right? But the backlash of then your mom your mom probably overstepped her bounds or was kind of cunty to your girl, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So this is horrible because you're in the worst possible position, because you basically have to have a conversation with both of them. You have to tell your girl, like, that was fucking crazy. You should not have accused my sister of stealing. And then you have to talk to your mom and say, that's a private look. My girl and our whatever, my sister and me, we're going to figure this out. What you're doing is not helpful. Adding fuel to the fire is not helpful. It was a mistake. We're moving on, but you cannot address my girl like that. I think that's how that, and unfortunately, that's two of the most annoying conversations I could possibly think of having. But that is what you have to do, because you're like, I just want us to get better. Why don't we all just hang out? That's never how it's going to be if this stuff is festering. You need to actually fix this, or you're never just magically going to become a family if your family fucking resents each other, right? So like now, something you might have to really reckon with is that, I mean, why did your girl do that? That's fucking crazy. Like, did you think your sister possibly stole from you? Did she have any?
No.
Yeah.
No, my sister just is really dumb and very forgetful, and she forgot she had what she was accused of, and that just, I tried to talk things out between the both of them, and neither of them like gave way, so I was just caught in the middle, and they just like have not gotten along since, and that happened like almost a year ago.
Yeah, man. I mean, let me just tell you right now, you're kind of so fucked. It's crazy. Because you have just, look, no, you picked a woman who's exactly like all the fucking insane women in your family to start a family with. And this is just going to be a problem. I'm sorry. Like, unless you fucking really work on everybody's mental health, I hate to be the guy who's like, fuck, this is a tough one. But this is typically how these issues go. They're compounded, right? Like, you're talking about a misunderstanding that neither one of them will back down from. That's a real problem. And there's no easy solution to that. But ignoring it is definitely not the solution. Like, I think you just have to work kind of, this sucks, dude.
Yeah.
This just sucks dick. I mean, I'm sorry to be like, I'm at a loss here, but you know.
No, you
Sadly too, you're like, you know, I know you don't want this responsibility, but it is your job to like be the mediator here and
yeah,
like,
I mean,
get everyone on the same page and like, you know.
It's not. Let's give him some credit. It's not your job. In a perfect world, it's like, first of all, your mother should be supporting you, right? Like a parent should, in a perfect world, should be like a overarching voice of wisdom that's like, hey, let's not. It was a misunderstanding. We all love each other as a big family.
That's not my experience, but
it's not my experience either. But it's like, you shouldn't have to be the mediator between all the mental illness in your family. But El just makes a good point where it's like, if it ain't you, it's not going to be anybody, right? And unfortunately, how these things go is like you just, these people make you pick sides. I hate to be this fucking black and white, but if they're this fucking unreasonable over a misunderstanding about whatever. So your girl accused your sister of stealing something that she had in her possession. Now it sounds like your girl's not even that, it was rude of her to say it, but she's not completely wrong either. So it's this tough thing where this is all pride and almost like, bravado. And that's a real issue. And it sounds like, unfortunately, your girl has the exact same mental health problems that your mother and sister do. Is that right?
Potentially. And I feel like I'm the only one between anyone in my family that is reasonable and can like have a conversation. And I just feel like,
yeah, dude,
I've always been the pillar and the middleman, and I will never get, away from that role.
Well, I hate to fucking put this on you because you're with this woman and you have kids, but you just recreated all the shit in you from your childhood. Like, it's like you hate it, but also you feel useful and you feel like it gives you worth to be this person. And I'm speaking as somebody who is, to this day, probably the middleman in the family, right? Like, growing up, I definitely had the same position in my family where it was like, I kind of tried to make sure everybody got along, and it's very frustrating. But I do think I think this starts with you. You need to go to therapy to fucking understand why you did this and why you chose to recreate your childhood dynamic with the woman you're going to end up, you're having children with and one day will get married. And then from that, you need to use that information to improve your relationships with these people, and understand where your boundaries are, understand what is and isn't acceptable for you. And because right now you're only thinking about what you can do for everybody else. And that's not fair to you, but also in the long term, that will only breed resentment for these people. And in the long term, I think this leads to the kind of thing where you're just like, fuck everybody, I'm fucking leaving, right? So it's not easy. There's no easy solution here, unfortunately. But that is the only answer. Is kind of the same way, we were saying, like, untie the knot of this fucking problem. You need to untie the knot of, like, the central things in your psychology that leads you to, because whether you like it or not, you sought out this position because these are your fucking patterns, right? Like, you just feel comfortable here. And I think you need to break that for yourself. Like, I don't think you can live that way for the rest of your life. And I think whatever realizations you come to, you have in therapy or just with self-reflection, you need to, like, sort of dictate, you need to let those dictate how you approach these relationships. But it's not easy. And it's not something that you can just fucking do overnight. This is like something that takes forever. So
yeah,
I'm sorry, this sucks, but you're probably just going to have to juggle some fucking annoying women. It sounds like.
I mean, Jesus, I'll say too, like, yeah, I agree with Stavvy. This probably will be just like a years long process to iron all these kinks out.
To maybe help it a little bit.
At the same time, though, I don't know. I wouldn't think that dismally of it. Like, in a way, this could be an opportunity for you to evolve and grow and
Absolutely.
Like, express yourself, learn how to communicate with your wife better, and continue to improve your relationship with, like, your mom or whatever. Just come to, like, some understanding that, doesn't eat away at you with 100%. Her at least. So I think if you, like, think of it like that, you shouldn't be like, oh God, the rest of my life is like, just breaking up these catty whores going at each other. It's not like that. No, I know. I say that with the utmost respect. Sorry, my Albanian kicked in.
That beef is coming out.
Red pill Sula.
But I think, like, I don't know. I would just think, I remember when we talked to you about your brother originally, it just seemed like so bad and stressful and hopeless. And you and your wife, like, had your kid coming, right? And
yes.
I don't know. How do you feel about that overall situation? This could be just another instance of that. Where
that's a great example, though, right? Because, like, look, when we tell most people to go to the fucking army, probably not. But this was, for you, it's like, is it the perfect solution? No, but it is a step in the right direction, right? Like, with your brother, that was a big step in the right direction. And more importantly, it got it off of your plate. I think the point I'm trying to make, and yes, I was being negative for comedic effect, but what Elda said is completely right. This is an opportunity for understanding yourself and also understanding what you are and aren't capable of, right? This might be too much. Thinking of yourself as the fulcrum for your entire family might just be too much for you. And through therapy, it will help you understand what you are capable of without killing yourself emotionally. And it will help your relationship with all these people. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I say that as somebody who started that journey, like, 10 years ago, and I still haven't fixed everything I'd like to with everyone in my family. But I can tell you, every 6 months, I felt like it improved a little bit. So, you have some shit to do, but it's like, you are built for this. And instead of taking that energy and thinking of it like, how do I solve everybody else's problems? You need to focus a little bit of that on yourself and understand what you need. And when you get that, then you can actually sort of be this mediator in a way that's helpful for everyone, including yourself.
Yeah, I can't really disagree with that. So, I'll just have to take it step by step and just have to deal with all this bullshit coming from both sides.
Every family has, like, dynamics like
of course.
This. Even the best families have, like, these little things that are just, like, years long. And, if you had a completely different family, you would still be dealing with some bullshit
absolutely.
like this, some weird little dynamic. So you got to, like, keep that in mind and just tell yourself, like, yes, like Stav's saying, like, what do you need? What kind of, like, understanding of yourself, your life, you're like,
it's the lifeboat thing. It's the airplane thing, right? Where it's like, in the event of the crash, make sure you're wearing the fucking oxygen mask first before you help anybody else.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're kind of like, you're not doing that. It feels like your entire life since you were a child has been giving, putting oxygen masks on your Jehovah's Witness mother, your rambunctious brother, and your dumb, forgetful sister, and now your wife. So it's like, but yeah, we're saying, give yourself a little oxygen mask, my brother. Taste that fucking medical grade O2 right now.
Yeah, you guys were pretty spot on about all that, because even though I was trying to help everyone else out, I was struggling with my own like drug addiction and emotional issues.
Of course, bro.
Absolutely.
Of course. So yeah, get your shit together. And by the way, here's the other nice thing. You have a fucking child and you have a long-term girlfriend. And so you also, while you're working on this and you're trying to figure out, well, how do I treat everyone? The natural order of things kind of figured that out for you, where I'll tell you right now, the first priority in your life is your kid first and absolutely foremost. And then right under that is your relationship with the mother of your kid and your kid together as a family. And then the rest of your family, starting with whoever was, your sister, brother, and then mom is the fucking last one here, by the way, right? Like, you need to understand, like, that should be your sort of like order of operations. Is like child absolutely first, then you honestly personally second, and then you and your girl, and then you and the family members that weren't fucking weird parents for a while, and then your weird parents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
It's tough though. I get it, bro. This shit's tough. But yeah, we don't want you fucking struggling. The most important thing is your kid has a good life, and the second most important thing is you shouldn't fucking have to drive yourself to fucking substance abuse to get through your fucking stressful ass life.
Yeah.
Sorry,
well,
man.
I appreciate it, fellas. I mean, what am I gonna do? Like, I feel like I'm just still stuck in the same position as I was before. So,
well, look, here's the thing. Effectively, you are. And every day that you don't take a step to change it, you are worse, right? Look, this is you're starting a long-term infrastructure project, basically. Yeah. It's like, yeah, a lot of places wish they had a fucking subway, right? What that looks like is 10 years of fucking digging. So look, one day you will look back when you're riding a nice emotional subway across your fucking, this metaphor is not really sticking, but you know what I'm saying.
City of your life.
When you're riding the emotional subway, you're taking a stop on Nice Day with My Mom Street, and then you're taking it to the not throwing a drink at each other at the Barbecue Avenue stop or whatever. Look, we've recorded a couple episodes today, and we're nearing the end, and maybe it's not the strongest metaphor, but the point is, It's again, another classic thing. The best day to plant a tree was 40 years ago. The second best day is right now. That's it, bro. I know you feel like you're stuck in the exact same position, but each day you do even something as simple as journaling your thoughts and emotions every time these family members get in a fight. Really thinking about how that makes you feel. That's a step in the right direction. Understanding how these people affect you and how these situations affect you. That's a step in the right direction. Researching good therapists, asking around, that's a step in the right direction. Think of it that way. That's helped me with long-term goals, right? Like, it wasn't like, starting from fucking I wasn't going to do 5 minutes of stand-up and then have a Netflix special. It took me I started stand-up when I was 19. I got my first credit at, how was I, 33, 34? Whenever the fuck it was. But 12, 13 fucking years, right? And that's, again, I'm just saying, all this shit is I didn't go from being a shitty, fat college student to being a shitty, fat 30-year-old who was good at stand-up overnight. That shit took way too fucking long, and it was annoying. But every time I wrote one joke, I felt like, hell yeah, I'm getting to the next level, right? And don't let it, make you feel bad. Just be like, all right, every little step is a step in the right direction. That's obviously easier said than done. But I think that's the only perspective you can have. And to your credit, give yourself some credit. You have done really hard shit, right? And now it's a matter of like putting that energy on this instead of like, just sort of doing it scattershot whenever an emergency would happen. But good luck, babe. We're rooting for you. It sucks dick. Families are brutal, but and give yourself credit for fucking coming out of this situation in a good position, right? Like you're figuring your shit out. Everyone seems to be trending in the right direction. That's positive, bro. It really is. And for overcoming addiction, all this stuff. You've done a lot. You're a very resilient person and you can keep it going. And I know it's tiring, but one day it will be easier. Each day you work on it, the next day gets easier.
Yeah, I'm just giving everything I can to my kid, everything my dad never gave me, and it's been going pretty great. So
exactly. And, and like I said, at the end of the day, that's the number one, right? If through this journey you understand, I don't have enough bandwidth to give a fuck about my mom or my sister or whatever the fuck, that's fine. That's fair, dude, because you have a kid and you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. And I have faith that you'll continue doing it. So, just check in. Give us a call in a couple years, in a year, whenever you have something to report. We're always here for you, my friend.
And I won't make you wait so many episodes next time.
Yeah, it's a reoccurring thing. You did that to me last time too.
Everyone, you can't depend on anyone in your life, even the podcast producers.
Like I said, we have a lot of callers, a lot of people.
All right,
about this.
we got it. Thank you, buddy. We'll talk to you.
We love you,
we'll
Jesus.
talk to you later. We'll love you, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Best of
Keep
luck.
up the good work.
Check in, brother. Bye.
You very gleefully have the TV set up, and it feels like you have something prepared, Eldis. And I'm gonna guess it's disrespectful towards me, but let's find out. Is this what's taking us home?
Yes, I think this will take us home. If you're waiting on the line, we'll get to you next time. Speaking of,
maybe we'll do more episodes. If people keep calling in, maybe we need to up the frequency. But anyway, what do we got here?